What is up, everybody? And welcome to Tuesday Live. How is everybody doing today?
Awesome. It's going to be a big show. Really big
Better
show.
now.
That's how I'm feeling. Long day. Super hot here.
Yeah.
Yes. Cheers to Tuesday night.
Man, I will
Cheers
drink
to
to that.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday, hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I hope we had a bunch of people that were getting in and doing some fishing, getting out doing some hunting. I saw some of the group chat that was going on in the Facebook groups and stuff everybody's hanging out in, and I saw some big stuff being caught. Saw some dudes getting in on the hunting stuff. I didn't participate. I needed a weekend off because I've got a hairy couple of months ahead of me. I took a weekend off. So, kicking things off here and getting started, I want to introduce everybody. Of course, you know John down here from A&J Outdoors, and I've got Mr. Grant McIntosh. I also have our new guy here. I'm going to tell you all about him in just a moment. This is Kai from OK Fishing, and he's got a really unique YouTube channel. We're helping this gentleman kick things off with his channel. He's got some cool stuff coming. So check him out. I've got links to everybody's stuff in the description of the video down below. And trust me, you're going to enjoy what you see once you get there. So in the chat, while we get things going here, let us know how your weekend was. What are you doing this week? What are you looking forward to seeing in the rest of the week? Mr. David Martin, good to see you, sir.
Good, David.
So starting things off, we're going to get to the weekend events and everything that everybody's been doing. But before we do that, Kai, why don't you introduce us to yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm pull some pictures up while you're doing it.
Okay, so I'm Kai, OK Fishing. I started my channel a year ago, just trying to educate people on everything fishing, introduce people to the sport. It was mainly geared towards kids in the beginning, but now I try to hit every audience possible.
Smart. Get your stuff out there in front of people. I like your approach. So the type of videos we were talking about this behind the scenes just a moment ago, the types of videos that Kai makes here is stuff along the lines of like, how would you describe that? How would you describe the information you put out there? Top 5 facts that you didn't know about bass fishing, or the top 5 things you didn't know about bluegills. Really informative, really interesting approach to making videos, as opposed to how we're all doing vlogs and telling a story. How'd you get into that? What made you want to do that as a video style and approach?
Right, so my first year of middle school, I started a club with some of my friends that were just getting kids into fishing outdoors, off of their Xboxes or whatever, and out on the water. And that led me to making my first videos, which then led me to just making lots of videos. As a local says, the world needs more tackle boxes and less Xboxes.
Yeah. Oh, that needs to be a t-shirt right there, dude.
I like it.
I'd wear
So
that. Darren.
Who got you into fishing, Kai?
My cousin, when I was, I think, 5 or 6, we went to a family trip on the coast, and he taught me the ropes, and ever since then I've been hooked, full pun intended.
Nice.
So Ben, we got Ben Kovarubius in the chat, sir. Good to see you. Pleasure, Darren. We were just talking about you a moment ago. This gentleman here is from British Columbia, which to all of us is like your next door neighbor. We're trying to figure out your proximity.
Yeah. How close on the map are you? You're pretty far.
Yeah. You're like Texas close right there. We were making that joke, of course. Grim Skull, how are you doing there? Mr. David Foster, looking good. Can't stay. Just wanted to say hi. Hey, man, appreciate you dropping by. Kai, I asked you for some pictures, and this is the first one you sent me. That picture of you I stole. That was the one from the thumbnail. I probably didn't need to include it on here, but I did just because I had my few pictures that I was throwing into the slideshow. But you got to tell me, that was the first picture you sent me. Tell me about it, man. What is this?
So that is called, if you don't know, it's called a float tube or a belly boat, and it's like the coolest little contraption. You sit in the seat with flippers and you kick around in it, and it's designed for fishing. And like, they're super cheap, cheaper than kayaks, and just a great way to get on the water.
As long as there's nothing in the water that'll eat your legs off.
Yeah, I'd be concerned.
Yeah.
You don't have issues with like hooks getting in there and causing problems. I put hooks in everything.
No. Yeah. The material's quite strong.
All right. Moving along here. Tell me about this. This was one of my favorite videos that you did because I like how your reaction is so genuine. You weren't like one of those guys trying to fake everything. And it was unique getting to watch you do a little fishing. So tell me about this catch of the day.
Yeah, that was like the very first time I fished with a GoPro on. That was like 40 minutes in, and I was like, the water's so cold up here. And I was like, please catch a fish, please catch a fish. And because I was fishing in current, so I felt the stick hit it, and then you can see the stick's curved, so it twisted in the current, so it felt like a fighting fish. And I was 100% sure I caught a fish until I saw the stick. I was so disappointed.
Wasn't very big though. I think I beat you with my rockfish that I caught.
I was going to say, I have caught some absolutely epic stick fish up in like Wisconsin. Some massive, massive rockfish down at the jetties here.
Yeah.
You mentioned it being cold. How often or what months do you get to use that belly boat up there with it being cold?
Oh, well, I have a pair of insulated waders, but even with that, my legs are freezing. So, like, from May to September is usually when I can get out there. Before then and after then, it's just, like, hypothermia.
So you get a couple good months. What type of fish do you like to catch up there?
I target rainbow trout as my #1 species, and then I do a little bit of bass fishing, not a ton. And there's a species that's native to like the northwest of North America called squawfish or northern pike minnow, and those are fun to catch. They're kind of like garbage fish though, so.
Oh,
Sounds like something I want to try once.
That's what I was going to say. Sounds like something Stanley would eat.
Yeah.
I'll
You
trade
call
you
it
some
trash?
red snapper for that.
Yeah, you call it trash. He calls it treasure. At least let me see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I'd try it once.
Yeah.
I'm not going to marry to it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to ask for a second helping, but I definitely want to try everything once.
Oh, well, that's,
Yeah.
You know, when we went to Michigan, they were calling catfish trash fish, or
Yeah.
it tastes just like that walleye.
Yeah, that's my brother-in-law Sean and Rich, that's one of their big sayings up in Wisconsin is tell them it's walleye.
And that drum that they call them sheep's head up there, but they ate that too and didn't bother none of them.
Man, we forgot to separate everything. Nobody had one word to say about like how anything tasted different than anything else.
No.
You guys got muskies up there?
No, not really.
Really?
We don't have muskie or pike, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to be talking about muskie and pike. David Martin says, found a perk at work today while digging for water leaks. I find really good worms, so they go to the empty Tim Hortons coffee cup. 11 night crawlers are $11. What?
That's expensive.
Man.
Prices are crazy.
I'm seeing your worm farm. I'm seeing your vermiculture, and I'm like, wow. I had no idea how loaded you are.
Yeah. How loaded I should be, anyways. So what's your if you could catch one fish, what species would it be, Kai?
Yep, let's hear the bucket list.
Ooh, it would probably be a muskie
Okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
or one of those big Goliath groupers that you see on YouTube.
Dude, that's like
How
a
big?
bag of worms conversation on that one.
How big are your arms?
Yeah.
They're not very big.
So you look like you might weigh 125 at the most.
You can get tied to the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
get
trying to
tied to
catch-
the boat on those boys.
He's trying to catch one of them Goliaths twice his size.
Yeah.
You're
Twice?
I like
6 times his size. Those things are you open up a bag one. I'm not even getting. We know the conversation with that. Like, yes, I want to catch them too. I want to eat one of those too. It's just like it's not worth the investment that you have to put into getting one bite of that fish.
Yeah.
They make it look easy on them Facebook videos off the dock.
They're easy. They're there. There are. We can get them here. I mean, we were probably, when you guys were down here, we were probably within 5 miles of one. There was one hanging around somewhere.
Yeah.
The restrictions on them are so rough and everything else, and they're it's like one per oil rig or something like that. So it's not like it's a guaranteed thing, but they're around.
Gotcha. Hooked up and backlash. Mark J. Larson, what's going on, guys? Darren,
What's up, guys?
good to see you. I seen Darren. He got his clients some bears yesterday.
That's
I missed
the
that.
pictures I was looking at.
I missed
Yes.
that. I'll have to go back and look for that.
Pretty sweet.
I seen a handful of snakes.
Yeah, the snakes too,
I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah.
which we had to clean out the pool last week, and there was a garter snake about a foot or 14 inches long, and the other guy got down in the pool and he handed it up to me, and I let it go in the rocks. So that's the first snake I've touched in a long time.
When I was in Austin, I had a water snake go by, and man, I pounced on that thing. Snakes don't bother me. I have nothing, but I'm like, content. If I don't catch anything at all, I catch a water snake, I've got a video. I pounced on that thing. I chased him all over the place, and I couldn't get within 10 feet of him. Made me mad.
Janet, you didn't kill it? Not garter snakes. They're good ones.
Yeah, I don't like snakes, but I mean, it's a harmless one. We got enough rodents. Let it eat.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got rattlesnakes all over the place down here. We see them a lot,
No.
actually.
Don't like those ones.
I don't got a problem with them. Rattlesnakes don't bother me. I mean, I'm respectful of them.
You have much snakes to worry about up there, Kai?
Yeah, I was going to ask you the same thing.
Oh, the rattlesnakes here are so scary. Like, walking up in the hills, they're everywhere. Like, you could step on one. They scare the heck out of me. I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't like snakes. We have rattlesnakes somewhat close, but not the spots I usually go to.
You got like those big timber rattlesnakes.
Yeah, we've got copperheads and cottonmouths is the main thing around here.
Yeah.
No thanks. Nope, rope.
You know, I have no problems with snakes, venomous or not. Like, I'm respectful, but I really have no issues with them. I don't like spiders. I am an absolute arachnophobe. But one thing that I hate that I'm really not a fan of, like, I like animals, period. You'll see me like touching things. You'll see me touching things and all the time. I'm always trying to touch stuff. Turtles. Have a little bit of an issue with turtles. Like, not that, like, I'd have them as a pet. I don't have any kind of like creepy stuff about them or nothing. But like guys who go noodling, the idea of sticking your hand up in the hole with the possibility of like a snapping turtle up in there.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Yeah, I wish I could video at work, because speaking of snapping turtles, we had one walking through the parking lot. It was probably about that big around the other day, and I picked it up and took it over, opened up the gate, and put him over in the woods.
I tried
All
that
kinds of
once.
wildlife.
When I was with Conoco, I had I guess I can probably talk about it now. I don't know. They had a big fit about it, but we had a snake in the warehouse. It was a king snake. No big deal. Did not bother me in the least. I went and grabbed it and put him outside. And we had to have a meeting. We had to have the whole, like, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. And, you know, I'm like, dude, I was an animal handler at the museum, and I worked at the Texas State Aquarium. And they're like, yep, doesn't matter. And it doesn't, you know, just the possibility that somebody else sees a snake and thought that I was setting an example.
Yep, that's true.
What's up, Wild Game Pursuit?
So we had somebody from Southern Illinois up there.
Yeah, that's what I was typing in the chat. Didn't want to
That's
interrupt.
cool.
How'd the hunt go?
Yeah, so Kai, David Martin is on the other end of your country. He's in Newfoundland.
Ah,
If you can see the chat.
land of no English.
There's no snakes there at all.
Yeah, he used to live here local to me, and he moved up there.
Ben's always got the best stories. So, true story this week. This is from Ben. He says a $5 bill washed up to me in the Freeport surf. Thank God it wasn't a diaper. Sorry, I'm not a fan of your area. I make jokes. I have Walmarts in my area. Just what I needed to pay the San Luis Pass toll. Honey, the good Lord wants us to see the kids in Galveston. That's awesome. I'd been that'd have gone to bait for me. That's why I didn't wash up on my beach.
Not sure how far Chester is.
I'd have bought a half a thing of night crawlers.
Half, yeah.
Man, I bought night crawlers when I was up in Austin, when I was fishing Barton Springs, and I don't even know what I paid for it. Now I'm kind of like, I feel like I should probably check the receipt on that. If it was $11 for night crawlers, I would not have paid that.
And it seems like you get that thing with a whole bunch of night crawlers in it, and it's usually like, I don't know, maybe $4 or $5. So, yeah,
that's what I thought.
I'm gonna have to check. Maybe that's a location
and it's not
thing.
It's not that I'm cheap or anything either. Like I'll pay $11. I pay $11 for shrimp all the time, every time I go.
Yeah.
But $11 for night crawlers is kind of like you don't get as many for one. You do cut them in half, though. At least I do. But it kind of feels like the principle of the thing.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
If you had a kid, have them start their own little night crawler, little farm thing for them.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Use them whenever you go fishing.
Oh, man. Yeah. Hey, David, we're going to talk after the stream here. I'm going to hook you up. $6.
You get them all the way up to Newfoundland for them?
Yeah, I'm going to mail them, and I got an envelope around here somewhere.
He's digging them up for free now, so he's good.
Mm.
Now Chester's about an hour and 50 minutes, so probably not anybody I know, but I hope he got him a turkey.
Kai, you do any hunting up there? You guys got some of the best hunting.
We have great hunting. I've never hunted before, though. I always wanted to try.
Pretty much in the same boat with you on that one. I've been hunting, but dude, it's so hard. It's so hard to get into a spot around here.
Yeah, it's tough here in Texas.
Everybody's real picky about their land. They don't want you wandering around. We had one. Okay, so Kai here, the way that we ran across each other, he does a YouTube channel and he does TubeBuddy and stuff like that. So I ran across him over there. For anybody who doesn't know, we have the Discord server that we do. Check it out. There's a link in the description down below. So I was doing that thing. You guys saw that. I've been working on that thing for like a year, and I just couldn't get it going anywhere. And I mean, I was just like, whatever. Like, I was just mad about it. Whatever. I can't make this thing do anything at all. So this dude over here, Kai, comes in, and he's like, well, you should do this and this and this. So, well, you know better than I. I don't know the first thing about it. I got thrown into the Discord thing, by accident. And so I was like, I'll heed your advice. Okay, let's take a crack at it. And this dude blew it up. We're actually about to cross. Like, I had that thing held at like 20 members or whatever for a year. We're about to we're about to hit the 100 mark. So if you want to get in on being one of the first 100, that's one of the roles that we offer on there. It's kind of a deal. Get in on that now while we still have it. But we're about to blow it up. So I made Kai here a moderator of the of the Discord server. I had to, just because of the solid labor he was putting in on this whole thing. And tying this whole thing back around. So this is the value of the Discord server that I have found so far that's been just wonderful, is that so this guy popped on there and he's like, hey, I'm from East Texas. What you boys doing? He starts posting some hunting pictures, the hogs and stuff. And as a Texan, I'm like, oh, we have a hog hunter in Texas, a guy with a ranch. So I start talking to him. That conversation's still visible if you want to go have a laugh about it. But he's like, yeah, I got some acreage in East Texas. I was like, man, if you ever need a best friend, I got your back, because I've been looking for a place to hunt in East Texas, because I love East Texas and I love me some hogs. If you have problems with them, we got big problems with them. Like, man, I got a solution for you. So it has not gone anywhere, But I totally turned, thanks to Kai here, I totally turned the Discord server into my own personal means of trying to get a hog hunting trip. Taking advantage. So thank you, Kai.
Dave is asking again what part of Canada you're in, Kai.
Southern British Columbia, right on the border.
Coastal Washington.
Wild Game is saying, so I invited him to stay at my house and wanted to help him in any way I could, and he got up there Saturday afternoon, ended up getting him a long beard Sunday afternoon. Nice.
That is awesome.
Man, I wish we had pictures of that show on here.
That was nice of you to do that for him, too.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, that's badass.
I am jealous. You need a friend? Like a good friend? Okay.
You gotta be in your 50s, he said.
I'm close.
And I'm
really close.
The main thing is you got to go to Michigan.
I've been to Michigan.
Well, you got to get with Brad and go to Michigan.
All right. I'm hanging
We're
out
gonna
with
see
Ron.
Brad.
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm sure he'd figure out how to get you a turkey.
We're gonna see Brad in about a month.
You are going to see him up there?
Yeah, he said he's gonna come up and see us in Eau Gray. He's not very far.
Shoot, yeah. That's awesome, man. It's a good time hanging out with these guys.
Yeah, heck yeah. Now he's heading to Wisconsin and Minnesota. Wow, cool.
27 out of 49. He's over halfway there. That's
Mountain bushcrafters. Missed by 10. Only state without turkeys is Alaska. I did not know that.
yeah. Figures.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah. So
Kai.
Maine.
It's videos.
Mhm.
See stuff like that and tuck that one
Yeah,
away
so
back
you
to
have turkey where you're at, Kai. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh,
Maybe in some parts. Never actually seen one.
What kind of wildlife do you see?
A lot of deer, quails
boys.
galore. Like, can't walk around in my backyard without stepping on a quail.
Well, you
No, lots of eagles too.
Bald eagles?
Yep.
Is it white-tailed deer? Or?
I don't know my deer. They're just
don't?
very
Okay.
large deer.
Okay.
They all taste the same. Wonderful.
probably elk too.
Oh, yeah. He's got all the good stuff. He's got bear and, he's probably got some moose and stuff hanging around there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All those amazing things we dream about.
Yep.
So what's your personal best fish, size-wise?
It's about 8 pounds squawfish. Which is what's that? Northern pike minnow.
Oh, nice. Northern pike.
That's the same. That's northern pike. That's the ones that we were catching in Michigan and Wisconsin. Same thing.
Yep. Same thing.
Well,
Absolutely.
northern pike minnow are like a subspecies. They're a little bit different.
Oh, the minnow. Okay, I heard northern pike. Okay. Yeah, I know northerns is what we were catching in Wisconsin. That's what they were calling them.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, learning to me, I'm not a freshwater guy, and that's all of north stuff. We don't have anything like that. We have the chain pickerel, which I've never seen. I don't think they get as big, and I don't know anything about it.
They don't.
But I will say, if and when your family ever feels like they want to go on a vacation that is very far away to a warm beach, you guys are welcome to join us down here, and I will get you into a personal best fish.
Sounds
I
good.
will bleed. I will sweat and bleed if I have to, but I will put you into something bigger than 8 pounds.
Yeah, he will swim baits out. Believe me, he will swim baits out.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do this weekend? Stanley, did you get anything done this weekend? Filming
Man,
wise or no?
No, got a hectic couple of weeks. School graduations with Rachel and Savannah. It's going to be kind of a trying couple of weeks that we have coming up. Dance recitals and everything. So I'm going to be a little absent, a little bit more than normal. Unfortunately, I'm just not filming the content that I need to. I do have some things coming up, though. It is going to be a fun summer, and I do have my Austin video coming out probably tomorrow, and then I'll have some other stuff coming out after that.
Cool.
But lackluster weekend for me. How about yourself?
Boat.
Oh,
Weekend
thought
was
you had
all
boat
about
good.
getting the boat ready to go. So, yeah, I take it to the detail place tomorrow so they can detail it, and it should be on the market by the end of this weekend.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were
Yeah.
pushing it out there that fast.
Yes, sir. Ready to go.
Are you ready to get into something else, or are you just looking to get out from underneath it?
Well, I'll start looking. You know what I mean? But right now, pickings are thin. But who knows? Maybe I'll find something while I'm up in Michigan. Even. I don't know. We'll see.
Ben. Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
I do. I tiptoe the way through the channel. There's a couple of them I have to swim, and you'll see me. I will have a 5-pound bait on the end of that line. I will swim that damn thing out there, and I will swim back with that 12-foot rod in my teeth with a fish on sometimes. So, yeah, I'm 6'4" and I can tippy-toe, but there's still some difficult things involved with that.
Yeah, the waves go a little higher. Grant,
Yeah, in surf.
We had
With
record
sharks
high.
literally cutting me off, like right there.
Yeah, we had record high temperatures last week and ridiculous.
Same
and I'm
here.
working out in the heat around a sewage plant. I'm not wanting to go out over the weekend. And it was supposed to storm. We should have went. We were up by 6 Saturday morning. We should have went Saturday morning. That was our key time to go, but we did not.
What about garden? How's the garden doing?
I did do a little gardening here and there. It's looking great, man. It's probably the best garden I've ever had. Honestly, I'm gonna have to do another update video.
Yeah, definitely. Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds real good. Sounds promising.
Yeah, it's broccoli's starting to form heads, which is pretty cool because I've never seen that. We got little tomatoes on just about every plant, little cabbages.
Dang.
Been eating kale and spinach and radishes.
Very cool. Sounds
It's
good.
Good.
Yeah, definitely sounds good. Nope, been quiet around here.
Yeah,
You know, speaking of weekends, though, however, let me bring this up.
Uh-oh.
We need to talk about. So this is what I get my father-in-law. You know, being retired and all. So he's
Bonnethead.
there. You go. It's a big one too.
Yeah.
That's actually a keeper bonnethead, 30 inches or so, I think.
Very nice. Supposed to be
So-
good eating. I've never tried it.
You know, they're good. I wouldn't eat them. They're so thin. Like, you just don't get any meat off them. And they're really pretty, and they're not aggressive, you know? So,
I might try one. Steak them up.
you sound like Stanley.
Well, not one. There's plenty of them. I know that.
Let me see here. Move on to the next one. So, like I said, we're finishing up the remodel on the house here. So these are the pictures that he goes to the beach in the morning. He goes fishing, and then he comes out and works on the house over here. And then he goes home and fishes. And when he does, like every time, like he gets off work and everything, whatever, he goes over there, does some fishing, and he always sends some pictures of like whatever's going on at that time. So
love
this
it.
is a beast of a redfish, upper end slot. And we're
He's really
talking about
enjoying
now.
moving.
He is having just a ball, way more fun than what I get to show on video for sure. So this was a heck of a redfish that he got into. You got another one,
Dang.
Wow.
also upper end slot for that guy right there.
Now, that's a
And
big
he-
in there.
He's got so much meat in the freezer. He was telling me that this afternoon he was over here working on the house. He's like, "Hey, I need to bring you some meat. We got," and my fridge is out. but I'm not going to turn down meat. Like, that's a whole other thing. Like I got going on. You'll see in a video here sooner or later. But so my fridge is out. He's going to be bringing me some meat, and we're talking about like, well, how do we like? You got so much meat. How do we cook this stuff? Like we're running out of recipes. So we're going to do like an on the half show. We're going to smoke some redfish and stuff like that. One of these days, if I ever get big and famous, one of my first things to do is I want to smoke a bunch of fish and send it out to everybody. Like everybody in the chat here, I would love to be like, hey, send me your address. I want to send out some smoked fish. Ben says, yeah, we all kept one bonnet head on a snapper trip a few years ago. Staked her, soaked in milk, and deep fried. Delicious. I totally agree. I've never even soaked them in milk. I know that works. But yeah, I mean, you can stake them out. They're good. I don't know how to cut the backbone out without making the steak look all goofy, but they work.
And a lot of people just leave it in.
Oh, really? I never thought about even doing that.
Just cook it with it in. Some people even claim that it gives it even more flavor. I don't know.
I could see that. I could see that being a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
All right, I am curious, Kai. You cook a lot of fish while you cook a lot of your catch up there? Have you gotten into that?
No, I like fishing is my whole life. I don't like to eat fish. I'm odd that way.
I respect
But
that. You're a catch and release guy.
I've caught and cooked a couple trout in my family.
Yeah, I respect that. That's cool. I was going to ask you about like the weirdest recipes you've ever tried with fish. You live 5 minutes from a fishing spot. I assumed you'd be eating fish like I do.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing your parents don't eat fish or don't cook fish, or they do and you don't eat it.
They'll sometimes cook some salmon from like the grocery store, but
Gotcha.
other than that, like they're not big fish eaters.
Gotcha.
You come down here to Texas, we're going to be trying a little bit of fish. We're going to have like, a little variety pack. I'm doing everything raw now. Like that's going to be my kick thing for this summer. I'm learning how to sushi everything.
Yeah, David says, I agree. Bones give more flavor. Yeah, that's my grandpa would cut the head off a catfish, skin it, and she'd fry it up with bones and tail and everything.
Wow, really? I've heard about people eating the fins too. I never done that one before.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
Dude, that does sound
Danny
good.
Baker. What's up, Danny?
I did do some blackened snapper this weekend. It was really good, but I didn't have all the other stuff.
I'm doing it all raw these days, boys. You're going to see that shortly here.
He says, I'm a lucky dude as long as you know it. As long as you know it.
You are a lucky dude.
Yeah.
Are you in on that snapper trip with the rest of us? Is Danny in on that one?
No, I don't know. I'm ready to do that too. Shoot, get back from Michigan, go out and do some red snapper fishing.
Shoot, yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I am going to pack so much red snapper into my freezer this summer. I don't like people get mad about it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm packing so much snapper into that freezer this year.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah, it is one of the best.
Didn't get the memo, Danny says. Need to inform him.
Sorry about that. I hope I'm not like bringing up any like anything personal. If you're interested in doing a red snapper run with us out of Galveston, speak to Mr. Covarrubias there. He's the one that's he's organizing this whole thing. Tail is like a chip. That's what I heard. Yeah. So it was Darcizzle was the one that like turned me on to that. I'd never heard of that before, and they were talking about it. I think in the live stream that Brian did with us. I don't remember, but they were talking about frying them up, and I was like, "Are you kidding? That sounds so terrible." I didn't even want to say anything because I didn't want to try it.
No, you'll try it. It's not bad.
Yeah, if you'll eat raw fish, you'll
right. We used to every fish when I was a kid we ate was whole. We just fry it whole, and the fins and tail were like that. They were like a tail chip. Yeah. A lot of trout that way.
My family's big on snapper throats. Like they'll do I say snapper, they'll do throats, and which can look a little weird. It's awkward frying those things up.
Sounds good though.
But yeah, I mean, it's a really tender piece of meat. But part of the problem that I always had with it, obviously there's like a big bone right there that, all that meat hangs off of, but it's really tender meat. But then of course, all of those, like you get the pec fins and you get the chest fins, whichever the ones those are, I forget what they're called. But so you have to like work your way around all these fins and stuff when you're eating that. I didn't realize you were supposed to eat the fins too.
I don't know if I'd eat them. I guess it depends on how it's cooked. If you're
like, what if the fin is like that big?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's a difference between a scale and a fin.
Yeah.
If it's something that needs to be scaled, you got to scale it first. But
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I got you all game. We'll talk. Are you talking to me? Wait a second. I was talking to Ben and Danny.
yeah, I think Wild Game Pursuit sent you some pictures he wants you to show.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, the pictures. I got that. I got confused on that. I apologize. Tails are good, especially with dip. Okay. I assume we're probably past the point where that's like a YouTube video concept that's going to make me famous. But I'll take a crack at some fins. I'll do it in a video, and I will try to reference this live stream when I do. It might be like 6 months from now.
Oh, flounder tail, huh? Okay.
Hey, I'm game. I'll try everything once. If it's as good as everybody says, I'm going to make it like a thing where I just start doing that. Maybe like one of those big amberjack, like a 60-pound amberjack with a tail like this.
That might be too big. I don't know. That just seems like you got to make sure you cook it crisp like a potato chip.
Y'all making me hungry. Let me get some chips.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Can I get some popcorn?
See, the new thing for me is the cheeks. It's just been in the last couple of years.
Yes.
I learned about cheek meat, everybody, especially like up in Michigan in the walleye.
Yep.
They're all about the cheek meat if it's a decent sized walleye. And now everybody down here or in Florida with snapper and grouper, especially grouper, getting the cheek meat. And I was like, damn, I never even thought about all that.
I'm the same way on that. I learned about cheek meat in the last 2 years, fishing up in Wisconsin. They were cutting the cheeks out of the walleye. And Rachel, she claims them. She stockpiles all the cheeks and nobody else gets to have them. That's her little pile of meat. and I saw that and I was like, what? It's cheeks. I've done head meat on javelinas and stuff before, I didn't realize it was like, it's good. But I didn't realize it was a thing until I saw that with the walleye. And now that was like scallops. And so now
Dan's right. You're saying you don't want a big thick tail. You need something because it would be bony when it's that big. You want something small and thin.
Yeah,
Trout tail's perfect. Bluegill, stuff like that. Crappie, flounder probably is perfect.
I can see that. That makes sense. I got you. But now I feel like trying the big amberjack tail.
I think you should.
I did the amberjack roe, that massive thing of roe. And people could not give two shits about that video. Whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It's all part of the YouTube grind, I guess. I enjoyed it. My family hated it.
I bet.
Cod tongues
That's a new one.
and cod cheeks. Wow. That's new to me too. Tongue. Any fish tongue. I've never heard of anybody eating fish tongue.
Yeah, I mean their tongue is like basically like bony, isn't it? I didn't know there was meat in there.
I don't know. I guess it depends on the type of fish.
Yeah, I don't know. Cod might be. I've never caught a cod, so I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah.
I've had hake. Hake was decent. They're mushy here, but and I'm under the assumption that those are similar fish. I actually don't know enough about cod to be able to confidently say if they are or not.
Cod, of course.
Yeah.
Kai, what kind of bass do you have up there? Is it large?
Oh, Ben, this is how we get viral videos.
Gaff top whiskers.
All right, Ben.
like a toothpick.
Grant, what did you say? I cut you
wondering
off.
what- I was wondering what kind of fish, bass Kai had up there. Is it largemouth, smallmouth, both?
Oh, I think we lost audio on you, man. You got it on mute.
Can't hear you, Kai.
He's working on it. He was having that issue when we first started here. He's got his settings going. I'm curious. Hey, black bass that's largemouth, right? Same bass?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, so I'm showing that you're muted.
Yeah.
Can I unmute you? Okay, yeah, it shows that you muted yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
There
there
we
it is.
There we go.
So what kind of bass you got up there?
Largemouth and smallmouth, but like our smallmouth are bigger than our largemouth, which doesn't make sense, but they are.
Oh,
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people really up north you see a lot more smallmouth, and people just it's a thing, you know, to go after smallmouth instead of just largemouth.
Yeah.
And we got Guadalupe here, we got smallmouth, we got largemouth, we've got what's the other one? I guess a black bass and a largemouth are different. There's something about the coloration on them, because I've seen somebody show one and say it was a black bass and it had something to do with coloration on the side of it, but I'm not sure.
Well, you know me. According to Google, a black bass is any of about 6 species of elongated freshwater fish constitute sunfish family. Black bass are found in eastern North America. 2 of them, the largemouth and smallmouth bass.
So black bass is just a general term for all of them.
Apparently so.
okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes,
There's something
from what
there.
I've heard, 'cause I don't know anything about it, but.
Yeah.
David Barton says McDonald's fish sandwiches are made from cod. I'm sure there's like some leftover pieces of cod in there somewhere. I think there's probably some toenails and stuff also in the mix with that.
Don't be
This
a
might-
hater on McDonald's.
I'm not a fan. I don't do fast food, dude. I don't do it. So McDonald's and I do not get along very well. I do like Whataburger. And if Whataburger wants to sponsor me, I got your back.
Yeah,
But nobody else.
I think perfect sponsors would be Bud Light, Whataburger, and Buc-ee's.
Oh, okay. So I love this conversation. Okay, so Bud Light, Buc-ee's, and Whataburger. My
Mhm.
perfect sponsorships, I think, would be like the ideal fit would be Igloo, based out of Katy.
You can't use usable stuff though.
What? I can't do what?
That's usable. I didn't name Penn, Okuma, of course, but I named things that aren't like something usable. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, screw me then. I'm going to go with Chevy, and I'm going with. If we're going to run that route,
If they'll
fine.
fix your headliner.
All right. Chevy.
All right, so Igloo and what else?
I think Igloo would be a good one, but if not, that's fine. I'm
That's a good
fine. Igloo. Let me know what you think. I think Samsung.
Stanley
Galaxy.
Oh,
Stanley
yes.
needs some coolers, not a cooler. Stanley needs some coolers.
Yeah, I need
Hook him up.
multiple options.
All right, Grant, who's your ideal
And
sponsor?
Whataburger. Whatabirger's my third one on that list.
Yeah, Whataburger.
And maybe
I like
Stripes
that.
as a dark horse, Laredo Taco Company.
Who is it?
Stripes.
That gas station that they're like all over the place down here, but they got those breakfast tacos. Dude, I could eat some of them breakfast tacos in every video.
There you go. Hook him up. Eat breakfast tacos.
All right,
6
Grant.
pack. Man, I like that Chevrolet idea. I mean, I
Right.
could take a new LTZ Z71 or
Hey, that's what happened with Dude Perfect. That's how they got their thing going, was with a Chevy ad.
Might as well get a boat manufacturer to be your sponsor. How about that?
Freeman. Why did I not say
There you
Valhalla?
go, Freeman. Invincible. There's a few.
Messed up.
Yeah. That would be a dream.
I
You gotta
interrupted
dream
Grant.
big. Go ahead and dream big, I guess.
Girl, you got the opportunity for the real dreams now, Grant. What you got there? You said Chevy. What else?
I mean, I'll take a Sea Arc. I'll follow them on TikTok. I like their boats.
Yeah. Okay.
Good call. I'll take a John boat. I'm not complaining.
How big a bluegill you got up there, Kai? You got any big 2-pounders up there?
No, most of ours are pretty small and they're not very common.
Oh, really? The crappie, none of the panfish?
Like we have them, but they're not like the most sought after fish. Like they're just kind of there and most people don't really know about them.
Huh.
Okay.
I would say that's similar here. Nobody that I hear targets them or anything, but man, we eat them. Doesn't say much for me. I don't set the bar very high, but
Yeah, you eat anything.
yeah, if it swims in oil. Kai, what's your sponsors, man? Your ideal sponsor fit?
Mike Tyson weed. Danny,
I'm not bringing that up on the screen.
I like Penn and Mako.
Penn and Mako are good calls.
Yeah.
Like
Ten
Nitro, they make the bass boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Wild Game Pursuit just wants to be sponsored by a gas station to get free gas. Yeah.
How is it that he
Nice
just
right now.
dropped like the bomb of like the biggest sponsorship that everybody's like, yeah, get real.
Yeah, if you want to travel, that would be the best one for sure.
Yeah, shoot, yeah, I would.
Jeez.
Do you see what Deer Meat for Dinner? Do you see his recent video about the tornadoes?
Yeah.
Entirely a plug for sponsorship, which I can't even argue with. But did you see that
Yeah.
setup they hooked him up with the RV and the trailer? And
Well, he's got, if you watch that trip he's on a trip from Florida up to Alaska. Him and the family's got the RV and they're pulling a trailer.
Alaska, yeah.
But there's one scene where they show, I think, because he's hitting each of his sponsors kind of on the way. Mossy Oak and all that stuff, right? And they're at one of them, and they got his RV and a trailer, and then they got a truck with a fifth wheel, the same stuff on it. That's like, I guess, his support team going on. Like, what a caravan of stuff they've got going on. But hey, when you're as big as he is, and you got the national sponsors that he has,
Yeah.
you can do that stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoy his videos, so.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. I've seen it in some videos where they're out there and it's funny, but he's got a camera guy. I don't even know if I would ever want to be his camera guy, but every now and then I see him in the water. Like somebody will be filming, somebody catches something and somebody's filming as they're fishing and there'll be a guy in the water in the background swimming around. I've seen that before where they have the B-roll guy out there filming the underwater stuff. What's up, bandits? How are you doing? Appreciate you joining us today.
Oh, did Grant pass out or did he just get up to get something?
He might have gone to address the dogs or something. He muted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The Barky Barks. Yeah, dang. Gas station would be a good sponsor right now. Man, we're just getting ready to drive all the way to Michigan and gas prices are freaking stupid. I'm glad I'm not driving.
Oh, yeah, that one's going to be rough. How are you guys in gas prices up there, Kai? I know it's not like I don't pay attention to it, but I know that I pay attention to it when I have to fill a tank.
We're over $2 Canadian a liter. I don't know what that is in American. Yeah.
That's that run. I'm going to say that's I'm throwing a dart, but I think that's pretty much the same because you're paying per liter, not gallon.
$2 Canadian to American dollars.
There you go.
Oh, great. Things like retarded. Oh, I don't know.
Old man, you're not going to Canada anytime
It's
soon. Get out of
$1.56. It's $1.56, but there's like almost 4 liters in a gallon. So yeah,
So you're looking at over $4 a gallon.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, you might be paying more than what we're paying. Well, you know what? But we're in South Texas, so a lot of oil production happens down here. Our gas prices are not near as bad as what you see in like California and
Michigan.
Right.
yeah. Yes,
Here.
yeah, it was bad up there.
Yeah, it's 480 here.
Ooh, we're under 3 right now.
Yeah,
I think I paid. No, I paid like 380 the other day.
Yeah, it's 420 in Kentucky. I mean, that's high for the. Oh, it went down.
Almost $5 in Jersey. Ouch.
Ouch.
I guess
Dude,
it
I went
up
on a
to
road trip in California in 2004 and paid $10 a gallon and $20 for a pack of cigarettes in 2004.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was rough. I did not have that kind of money. That was rough. Had to do some illegal things on the way back from that trip.
Hmm?
Huh?
Oh, what? I did
Huh?
what?
We'll save that one if anybody's even curious about any of that stuff. We can save that one for the Tackle Box Talk podcast. Which
Yeah, there
is
you go.
in the description
There you go.
down below. I can have that conversation if anybody chooses to address it. What is up, Adam O'Hara? Hey, man, I apologize. I saw your comment on a video earlier. I haven't answered that yet. I'm sorry about that, man. Appreciate you coming hanging out with us and dropping those gas prices. Makes me feel better about my life, seeing your prices.
35 a liter for David.
It's like $9, over $9.
Ouch. That's crazy.
Yeah. Adam, thank you. That was rough. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Check this out if you can see it. This is the hat I was wearing. Yeah, right there. Look at that. That's sand that I still got on my hat from that whole endeavor.
Wow.
It was bad. Still got it in crevices. Why are you double $8.81 a gallon?
Good Lord.
Man. Goodbye fishing. That's all I got to say
Yeah.
about that.
Right?
David needs to be fishing in his backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, wild game. No, I apologize, man. I can't do that right now. I can't pull up the pics now. I'll have to do it on the next live stream. It's stupid. It's dumb. But in order to pull up pictures, I can't just pull up pictures. I have to download them. I have to put them into a spreadsheet, and then I have to upload the new spreadsheet, which takes a couple of minutes. Like the whole process is really convoluted. I apologize. I didn't mean to lead you on that. That's not something that I can. It's not as easy as just pulling it up. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Anyway.
We'll
Yeah.
show him next week when John is the host. Right.
Yeah. I'll have to send them to John and put them on for next week. That's what I was talking about. Is I'll have them ready for that.
That's easy peasy.
Get
Oh,
an
he's looking
e-bike.
at getting that e-bike. You know what? Bonnie and Leonard, Audrey's aunt and uncle, both got them. They had them in the Keys when we were down there in Florida. Man, those things are pretty dang cool, actually.
Yeah. I rode Uncle Leonard's when I was in Michigan. It was pretty sweet. I've thought about getting one. Man, honestly, right now it's been the weather. I think there'd be less days that I could ride it because of the weather. I don't know if it'd be worth it or not.
True. Over $10 a gallon for diesel.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Man.
What? I'm not. All right, John. You want to send them to John, and then I don't even know what to say about that, dude. I'm not the total troglodyte here.
A couple weeks ago, I think.
Get out of here with that.
Like a boss.
You don't even know the nonsense I went through to like with Kai's pictures and everything, trying to get all that into the live stream. I was seriously stressing out about that. It was like 5 pictures, and Rich, my father-in-law, like getting his pictures on here. I was seriously stressing about that. I didn't even edit them. I don't like showing pictures that I haven't edited, but I was like, I got to get them on here. It's got to be like this thing.
Don't worry. I got you, Wild Game.
Get out, whatever.
That's
Hey, Wild Game, you're gonna have to be dealing with this when you guys are doing your Michigan thing, and then when he's up there and you guys are doing this, you're gonna be like, man, I wish it was Stanley and not John.
Oh, I don't see him saying that. I don't know.
He is, right?
He'll
He's
be too
bringing
busy
the
drinking a
heat
beer
on
and
this
eating
one.
brisket. Bringing the fire. Bringing the heat.
I don't have anything for that.
Okay,
I
get
got
you some
nothing.
fish
No,
and
nothing
birds
return.
in the Discord.
We got to get to some fishing. Man, that's a heck of a point. Kai and I will be discussing that. I am totally cool with having some Discord fishing merch. Actually, I wish my brother was here. He's a graphic artist. He does all this stuff. I'd love to get him to design some of these things. If anybody else needs some graphic art stuff done, hit me up. I'll send you the direction of my brother because he does some really good stuff.
Yeah,
He is an
He definitely
amazing
does.
artist.
definitely does. On the downhill
So,
slope here. Go ahead, Stan.
What is with you guys, dude? Seriously. Okay, hold on. Oh, no. I'm trying to. So I had some video like I was going to try to bring up. Like I was talking about how difficult this is, and now I'm not able to find my video that I purposefully uploaded for this. And it ain't showing. Shoot, I seriously uploaded a video for everybody. But you know what? That's okay, because Wild Game Pursuit just kind of ruined my mood for showing videos anyway. I can't get it to work.
Dang it.
Sorry.
So when you going fishing again, Kai?
I actually have my first fly fishing trip in, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks from now. So that'll be fun.
Sweet.
Nice. Where are you going for it?
It's like a way up there, fly only lake, really close to the border. Never been there before though.
Are you going to be filming?
Probably.
Do you have a tripod?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any, do you have all of the equipment that you need in order to film a vlog of yourself, like if you were going to?
Yeah, I do. I got all the things.
Okay. I want to verify that. I want to make sure because I want to see this video of you fly fishing.
Sounds good.
John says, tell everybody goodbye for me. My power just went out.
Oh, shoot. Oh, that's what you get for making fun of my video. Now trying to upload a video. John, let's see those pictures now. I guess he can't even see this. Maybe he's watching it after the fact. I hear Janet back there. You did get me all worked up. Hey, I have actually 3 tripods. I got 2 broken ones, but I have one that works now. I did replace it thanks to that windstorm. I got a new one, and I needed it. I tried to beef it up too.
Cheers, Brad.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Always fun. Hey, I'll have you here. Like I would rather have you here razzing me than not. Enjoyed it. I want you to know we're going to wrap things up here. Just before we wrap things up here, Kai, I want you to know I wasn't able to pull this off. I was trying my hardest to get Corey Johnson to come hang out with us today, and he didn't do it. I didn't get an answer, but I really wanted to get him in to say hi and stuff like that. That was my goal. One of these days, I'm gonna keep running with that one. Mr. Earl Matthews, it's a pleasure, sir. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. We are shutting things down. Before we do, Grant, what you got coming up, man?
I'll definitely have a garden update video. I'm going to try to go fishing. I'll be on call next week. So next week we'll be over at John's. That's about it. It's hot, man. We have no spring. It goes straight from winter to summer. Record cold temperatures to record high temperatures. Doesn't make sense anymore.
Same here. It is 78 degrees in my house right now, and I got all the ACs running. Welcome to summer, a little bit early. I have a dance recital with Savannah, so I am not going to be filming this week. It's going to be a little bit light on the content. That is the way that it goes, but I have an exciting summer coming up. We do have an awesome Austin fishing video, one that I'm kind of proud of coming out. I hope to be dropping that tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And for anybody who is interested, please check us out. And we have the links to everybody in the description down below. Please check out Kai over here with OK Fishing. He's got a really awesome channel. We're going to be pushing this guy, and I want to see him hit 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, because he is absolutely killing it as a moderator on our Discord channel, which also has a link in the description down below. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun. This is like our way of decompressing and just having like an absolute blast hanging out with everyone. Wouldn't be the same without you. So thank you so much for coming hanging out. We look forward to seeing you next week on John's channel. That's A&J Outdoors. And when you do, make sure to send us some pictures in advance so that we can get them on a slideshow, and we'll get them into the stream. Look forward to talking to everybody, see what you're doing on your weekend and how your weekend turned out. Until then, have a wonderful week. We'll catch you guys in the next stream. I'm gonna go ahead and slip on over.
Have a good
here.
week.
It takes me a second because I'm slow with technology. All right, there it is. Have a great week, guys. We'll catch y'all later on.